Laws.
What's up, it's your boy Jay Shin, and when I'm chilling, y'all already know I'm locked in with cocktails and cigars. And y'all already know I'm kicking it with my homie, G Money and Doc Holiday. Y'all keep it locked. Peace.
Hi, my name is Peach. You are watching Cocktails and Cigars by Doc Holiday and G Money. Go, baby.
What's up, Pete? This your girl, Sexy T, better known as Lady T. I'm here watching Cocktails and Cigars with my brother Doc Holiday and G Money. I'm with my girl.
Till Popeye don't lose me.
We are representing tonight, 7 p.m. Make sure you tune in.
Hey, what's up, man? It's your boy Papa.
Melissa.
And we be chilling with G Money
And Doc Holiday.
on Cocktails and Cigars.
Check them out.
But make sure you don't forget about the Papa Melissa show
Every Monday,
at 8 o'clock.
we bringing the relationship to you.
Joe with Doc Holiday and G Money smoking cigars and cocktails.
Okay, then this is Cocktail Cigar. This your boy Cat Daddy. You better tune in. We live in Orlando. Fuck nigga, who is y'all? You better tune in. The Cat Daddy is on Cocktails and Cigar.
I know you hate to see me shine, see me grind, but I'ma get it cause it's mine, yeah. I know you wanna see me down, see me crying, but you hate to know I'm fine, yeah. No, don't be coming on my...
Yo, yo, yo.
Yo, yo.
What's good? What's good, G?
Oh man, I'm at this big Easter egg thing, man. We just did for the kids, man, right out here at Barker Park. We still live, man. Everybody's still live. I mean, they got the music jamming, man. I'm talking about the Italian ice truck. So I'm gonna be with you the best way I can, Doc. But you're gonna have to be the head, what they call the head leader tonight. I still got my cigar.
Okay, what?
I'm smoking real good still.
Well, let's let the people know
what
they watching, man. Right now, you watching Cocktails and Cigars, man. I'm your boy Doc Holiday, man, along with my host.
G Money. I'm in the building.
Hey,
y'all
man.
see, I'm out here in the field, man. I might walk around and get some of all these good guys out here, man.
Hey, man, we got a great show for y'all, man. But before we get into the show, we're going to talk about what we puffing on and what we're sipping on. And again, this is a great big special occasion tonight, man. So, you know, I'm puffing on that Churchill. You know, they've been holding me down, so I'm still representing that Churchill. You know what I'm saying? Maybe next week I'll get it switched up. We'll see how the sponsors come in, you know. So, but anyway, it's going to be a great show tonight. And then I still had to bring out the big gun. I'm bringing out the Grey Goose. Let me grab that. Let me show y'all what we're looking like. Bringing the big gun out, the Grey Goose, man. Hey, man, it's crazy. We on the goose tonight, man. Hey, and we're going to be doing some, we got a great show for y'all, man. We got.
Okay, let me let them know what I'm on, Doc. I'm telling them I'm on that Java.
Okay.
I'm on that Java.
Okay. Oh, you spent a little money.
I'm also drinking me an Italian ice.
Okay, Italian ice by Motif, man. Hey, man, just shoot us a little something for that plug.
I'm drinking me a daiquiri, Doc.
What? Shoot us a little something for that plug. Hey, and I got my Grey Goose, man, topped off with a twist of pineapple and orange juice, man, all in the one, man. Hey, it's sipping real good right now. But hey, man, let's get into it, man. We got a great show for them. We're gonna be bringing on we got some good guests for y'all tonight. We got my man Professor Grip coming on. That's right, Public Enemy. You know what I'm saying? Professor Grip, the minister of information, man. I mean, it's gonna be a crazy show tonight, man. And we're excited to have him. And then we got my man Greg Washington. You know what I'm saying? Wrote the book Mind of a Hustler. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be a great show, G. Well, I mean, how your weekend going, man? Before we get all the way live, how's your weekend going?
Okay.
Oh,
Hey, man. Doc, who we got coming up first, man?
hey, I was just asking you how your weekend going, man. How's your weekend?
Well, I was able to hang out. I was able to hang out with my homeboy, you. I mean, I hung out with you all weekend, man. We did it big. You know, we did Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday night. So,
Yeah, man.
hey, man, you know, we
Yeah,
hung out a little bit. So I'm able to
yeah.
do this Easter egg event right now. That's what it's about, you know,
Okay.
and we give back to the kids.
All right, man. Shout out to Jennifer Ford. She checking in with us, man. Shout out to Jennifer
One
Ford.
jazz, one jazz.
Shout out to Jesse Watkins, man. They checking in. They checking in. Okay, we see him. See him. Hey, man, y'all like and share it, man. Like and share it, man. Share it and like it. You know what I mean? Hey, but shout out to Thrill the Player, man. 69 boys, man. We was able to
Yeah,
catch
he
up with
did a
him and
great
have a
show, man. What
oh
happened to
yeah.
that drop, man?
Man, I don't know, man. I think they blackballed us on the drop, man. Hey, matter of fact, I was so good, man. I still got my mask on, man. I partied so hard, man. I partied with the mask on, y'all. Let me get rid of this here real quick. You know what I mean? While I'm in the studio. But hey, and I also shout out the dog, with young Jeezy and the City Girls coming through. You know what I mean? So hey, it was a busy weekend, man. Shout out to T Glover
Yeah,
Experience. T
yeah.
Glover Experience as well, man. So hey, we getting into it, man. But right now, man, we got my boy Professor Griff, man. What you want to do a 30-second countdown and bring Griff on? You see him backstage?
Man, let's check in with him, man. Let's check
Yeah,
in with him,
yeah.
man.
Let's see
Let's
if
see
he
what's going
ready.
on with him.
Okay. Okay, we gonna come back to him, man. We gonna come back to him.
Oh man, what's up,
Yeah.
Professor Grip?
Peace, man. What's good with you?
Can you hear me?
Hold on for a second.
Oh man, I'm out here in the field, man. I'm out here doing it, man.
Yeah, I hear it going strong.
All right. Now you can probably hear me.
Okay.
You hear me?
Oh yeah, I hear you loud and clear. I hear you loud and clear, man.
All right, give thanks, man. So what's good with you?
Oh man, everything good, man. But before we bring you on, before we get into it, man, we got to give you a proper introduction. You know what I mean? We're gonna give you a
Okay.
proper
Make
introduction.
sure some shoes I can fit in.
All right. Well, check it out, man. Hey, right now, this next special guest we bringing on, man. Hey, he's known as one of the founders of Public Enemy. He put the S1W together. He also known as the Minister of Information, man. Y'all make some crazy noise for the professor. Professor Gray, let's go.
Thanks, man. All right.
What's good, man? How's your
What's going
weekend
on
going?
in your life, man?
Everything's good, man. Everything's good. Ducking and dodging a lot of the folks that only want to be religious and spiritual on Sundays. That's it. Avoiding them. It's a part-time thing for them, but it's a full-time thing for me.
Okay.
Being spiritual and staying grounded, man. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Jennifer Ford, peace. What's good with you, sis? All right.
Okay, man. Now again, let's welcome Professor Grip to the Cocktails and Cigars all new show and podcast, man. You know what I'm saying? Now you being a part of one of the most influential hip hop groups of all times, man. You know, so please tell our viewers and especially the young people, you know what I mean? God help them, cause bless their soul, man. A lot of them don't have no idea how powerful the impact you brought to hip hop, man, as a pioneer. So I want you to go ahead and elaborate, man, and let the young people know who Professor Griff is.
Wow, that's a very, very basic question, but it's a deep question. That's a lot to unpack, man. I am my father's son. and I'm my son's father. You understand what I'm saying? First and foremost, I'm somebody's uncle, somebody's husband.
Right.
I'm somebody's brother. You understand what I'm saying? It seems a lot of times we gotta humanize ourselves before we can even come to these platforms and even, you know, have a decent kind of conversation. You understand what I'm saying? So it's a very real thing. It's a very thing that's afforded me as far as social media has afforded me to ooh, that is loud. Hold on.
G, I think you gotta turn your music down, G.
Yeah, G got it going on.
G Money.
Hold on, G. Let
Money.
me get some. Let me get some. Hold on. Let me get some more headphones. Hold on, Mr. Doc Holiday.
Okay.
Hold on, bro.
Okay. Hey man, you watching Cocktails and Cigars right now, man. And we know we checking in with the professor, the minister of information, man. My man Professor Griff from Public Enemy, man. So hey, right now we just trying to get it together, get the technical side right. So but we tuned in, we locked in, man. Hey, you know what I'm saying?
let's do a 30-second. Let's do a 30-second countdown.
Okay.
Producer, let's do a 30-second countdown, man.
Yeah,
maybe go into old one.
All right, I think I'm black, man. All right, G, you good?
Oh yeah.
All right,
okay, man, you got it together, man. You got it together, man. What's going on? You okay?
Yeah, I went to go look for some different headphones. All that noise you were making over there.
Yeah, you got a lot of noise coming. Coming through, G. I don't know if you can kind of turn it down some. G.
You got a little noise coming in.
G Money. You gotta turn it down some. You got a little noise coming through.
No, that ain't on my end, bro.
No, that's the music.
That's on Professor. Okay, well, I'm at an event, so I mean,
just turn it down a little bit.
Huh? Turn it down?
Just turn it down. Turn your mic down a little bit.
Tell you what, hey, the technical, go ahead and take me off, and you go ahead and get into the interview, and then bring.
Okay. All right, man. Hey, now we a whole lot clearer, man. It sounds like peace.
You crazy, man. So yeah, to answer your question, who is Professor Griff? And I'm always humbled, man, when people ask that, because a lot of times this generation coming up now behind us really don't know. So it's just my honor, first of all, to be on your show, and thank you very much for inviting me. And I'm glad that you, Cooper, G Money thought enough of me to even have me on. So who is Professor Griff? Like I said, I'm my son's father. I'm my father's son. You understand what I'm saying? I'm somebody's brother, uncle. I'm somebody's cousin. I'm homeboy. You understand what I'm saying? I'm somebody's teacher. I'm somebody's husband.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Right.
I was saying that it seems like we have to humanize ourselves first in order for people to even understand that I'm not coming from this quote unquote celebrity box that people try to put me in. I don't work like that with people. I'm a real dude. People can call me. I talk to people. I'm reachable. I'm approachable. You understand what I'm saying? So,
right, sir.
But as far as the public enemy thing is concerned, you know, I'm the minister of information. So I brought the information. What they call it now is bringing receipts. I brought the receipts to the table. We spoke truth to power, and from day one, we had people against us. You understand what I'm saying? So
yeah,
in it, played the role that I was supposed to play, answered the call from the creator, and did what I had to do. I got the name Professor, or the title Professor, because I was a very studious individual. I kept the book in my hand all the time, and I got the title Minister of Information because I administered information. I had a crew, man. We would go up in the parties, tell them DJ to turn the music down a little, and we would talk for 15 minutes, and then we'd be out.
Oh man,
That's how that started.
Okay, man. Hey, man. Like I said, man, it's an honor to have you a part of the show, man, and for you to take time out of your schedule just to speak with us, man. And that says a whole lot. You know what I mean? And we're honored, and we just want to thank you here at Cocktails and Cigars, man. Hey, but also, I know the movement of Public Enemy. It was a big movement, a crazy movement. Please tell us how the group Public Enemy came to be.
Well, I was a DJ with Spectrum City. And later on, Chuck became part of the movement. I think all of us kind of came together simultaneously at the same time. Myself, Hank Shockley, Keith Shockley, Jerry J. You remember Ed Lover and Dre from MTV?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Well,
yeah.
Dre, Fat Dre, we call him. He was part of our crew.
Mm-hmm.
So we were DJs, mobile DJs, doing the damn thing. You know, at the same time, I had Unity Force, an organization I had put together, doing security,
Mm-hmm.
having study groups, martial arts classes, and I think Chuck was offered a deal by Def Jam, a solo artist deal.
Okay.
Chuck was already working with Flavor. His dad had a moving company or something.
Mm-hmm.
Then Chuck started out, on the radio at Adelphi University.
Mm-hmm.
He went on to do his show. Flavor had this thing called the Flavortrons. I was a DJ. I was doing security, that kind of thing. So when Chuck got the deal, Chuck said, I didn't want to do the Chucky D show. So he put together the group. We kind of came together and formed this group called Public Enemy.
Mm-hmm.
DJs called the Bomb Squad that actually did the music. Hank Sadler, Keith Shockley, Hank Shockley.
Mm-hmm.
There was a couple other people part of that. Johnny Juice, Terminator X. So yeah, so it was really cool because when we first started out, no one really knew who we were. We had a couple of songs that was out there, but no one really
Right.
knew, man.
Right.
Wasn't until we came out with Rebel Without a Pause
Mm-hmm.
that people started to recognize who Public Enemy was. Then we went out on the Beastie Boys tour, and we used to open up for the Beastie Boys, and after that,
Wow.
it was over.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, man. I mean, like I said, y'all had it was if I can explain Public Enemy, I would say it was a big pot of gumbo because y'all had a lot of different sauces and a lot of
Yeah.
different things in there, and man, and it came together like one. I just want to salute. I salute you again for that. For your contribution and the group Public Enemy. You know what I'm saying? Now, okay, real quickly, Professor. I mean, I know you have probably spoke on it on many different platforms, talked about it several times, but one thing I know about the Professor Grill, you're gonna tell it like a TI is, you gonna whether we like it or not, you're gonna give it to us, you're gonna give us the real deal, Holyfield. So with that said, I'm gonna go on and get right into it, man, before we get into the other things that Professor Grip have going on now. Are you still a part of the group Public Enemy?
I am still a part of the group Public Enemy. Public Enemy did some things and are doing some things, some contractual things, which I just don't want to be a part of.
Right.
Really, truly don't feel like I should go back to the plantation, meaning Def Jam.
Right. Okay.
I was never part of that situation anyway. The contract that I had was Public Enemy Live. This is why I focus more on the live aspect of it, putting the shows together, the choreography together, coming up with what we do. Of course, I did some aspects of the writing and some other things, but yeah, it's just that some things that I agree with, some things I just kind of disagree with. You understand?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'll be a Public Enemy until I die. You understand?
Right. Right.
When you receive, when you're the recipient of the Grammy Award, a Grammy Award for a Lifetime Achievement Award, that etches your name in history. When you are a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame artist and your next name is etched in stone, how could you not say that I'm not this, that, or the other? So it just is what it is.
Right.
Ruffin, David Ruffin, as far as I'm concerned, will always be a temptation.
Right. Right. Right.
I mean,
okay.
Brown will always be a new addition, a part of New Edition to me.
Right. Right.
So it just it is what it is, bro. And I respect them brothers, man.
Mm-hmm.
Every group goes through its trials and tribulations.
Right.
I was just written off as the enemy of the enemy.
Mm-hmm.
Enemy or
Right.
enemy. It's like, but I'm not that. I'm just sticking to what we said that we was gonna do.
Right.
Yeah.
And so basically, y'all had a time span from doing a little research. You guys never intended for the group. You had a time span for the group to like to exist or to be signed to a label or in a contractor.
Research. Okay, Doc, you going there? Yeah, but you're absolutely correct, bro. It was a 2-year window, and we were supposed to get in and get out. When the
Wow.
when the 2-year window came, I was like, okay, I'm gonna put it to him, and I put it to him, and the only one that got ousted was me. But I stuck to the brand. That's loyalty, bro.
Right.
You
Right.
I'm loyal to it. So
Right.
yeah.
Man, that's crazy, man. But I always want the kind. I see these brothers stepping and getting down and doing their thing and part of the show, and I just feel like that part of the element of the show for the was just so unique and so different and creative. You know, explain to me how could you become a member of the S1W, and then also what was the selection process like? How were they selected? How was the members selected?
I think when I started Unity Force back at in Roosevelt at the Roosevelt Youth Center, and then on the streets of Roosevelt. Roosevelt is only 1 square mile, so it was people that I kind of grew up with. Martial arts classes, we used to study together and that kind of thing. So when I formed Unity Force, I had no idea that that would become the S1Ws.
Right. Okay.
The S1Ws came to be known as S1Ws, it was people that I already knew. Only about maybe 2 people after that were the new S1Ws, but the first 2 S1Ws, Dwayne and Ben, were people that I knew. They were students of mine as far as martial arts is concerned. So, but the people that you probably know as S1Ws now came after that wave of people. But we already had Unity Force together. You understand what I'm saying? So we were training.
Okay.
So we basically had an organization like they have gun clubs today. We had organizations already because we patterned ourselves after the BLA and after the Black Panther Party.
Right. Okay. And what was the concept? What was the concept behind putting it together? The group, the S1W.
Basically, was to do the work that needs to be done in the community. Whether it was going to prisons, putting money on the books, visiting prisoners, whether it was setting up programs once the brothers left prison, whether it's feeding the homeless, whether it was securing the parties, all of these kind of things we did. People do them now and have to put everything on social media. We did this and didn't put it anywhere because we were real about it and we did the work. You understand what I'm saying? But being a part of the S1Ws and being part of Unity Force, you had to be in shape. Everyone had to work towards getting a black belt. You had to eat, you had to study.
Wow.
Thing that I put in place, and I put this in place a long time ago. You talk 85, 86. And then even prior to that. So here it is 2021. So how long this has been in play. So by the time the Public Enemy thing happened, you know, it was easy for us to move over and to become SWs.
Right.
But we weren't trying to entertain nobody because we were dead serious.
Right.
Okay. So we take the real Uzis and leave them home. We brought Uzis on stage.
Why?
Panther uniforms on because we were dead serious. And after a few of us went through the ranks of the Nation of Islam, we came out doing military drills and whatnot.
Wow.
We want to demonstrate to young people around the world we can be pro-black, we can be militant, we can be disciplined, and we can speak truth to power.
Wow, man. And y'all definitely did that, man. Y'all definitely made a statement with combining that with hip hop. But when we come back, man, we're gonna talk a little more with Professor Griff. When we come back, man, you watching Cocktails and Cigars, man. Right now, then we're gonna go ahead and take a 30-second break, 30-second fill up. So and we'll be right back, Professor Griff.
All right.
Yes, sir. We back. We back.
Okay.
All
We
right.
back. Hey, Grip, man. I ain't catch the whole interview, man. But hey, man, you about your business, man, and that's what it's all about, man. And whatever support we need to do, we down with it, Grip. We gonna go all the way with you, all right?
Oh, get that. Get that, man.
Hey, so this we got people trying to call in, man. Where's the
Can you
number to
hear me,
call in?
Grip?
Yeah, we hear you. We hear you.
We hear
G.
you.
Hey, we got people trying to call in. Where's the number, man? Where's the number for them to call in? They trying to talk. Can you hear us?
They trying to call in?
Yeah, they trying to call in.
Yeah,
Where's
yeah,
the
I hear
number?
you, Doc.
Okay. Well, we're gonna keep them. We're gonna,
Hey,
man,
man,
Grill,
tell them,
we
G Money out in the field this time, man. So, they might have to call your number, Doc, because I'm out in the field. And this Easter egg hunt we finishing up. It's a big one. I mean, the whole city came out, man. The whole city came out. So we out here, man. I'm inside the van. I'm doing my thing on the back end. And like I said, if y'all missed it, make sure you tune in. That's right. Tune in. Cocktails and Cigars, #1 podcast. Professor Grip, my homeboy Doc Holiday, and I'm your shooter G Money. Doc, take back over, man. Run the show, man. Run the show like a boss, man. You a boss.
G Money.
G Money, he on a lot of that sugar over there, Grip. You see him? He eating a lot of that Italian ice. So.
Hey, man, I'm eating it, man. You a boss, man. Run the show, Doc. Run the show. I got my man Boo over here, man.
Okay, man. Hey, we finna get right into it, man. Grip. Okay, I got a 3-part question coming for you, Grip.
Hold on, Doc. Let me, you know what I'm saying? My man Boo, man. Boo, let him know.
What up, baby?
Hey, man,
Open
how you
up,
doing,
boy.
man? Hey, man, I see you, man. I see you out
Man,
there,
how
brother.
you been?
All right, doing okay. I see you, Brinkley.
Happy Easter, man.
Happy Easter to you.
You on the podcast.
Hey.
Oh, okay. Man, it's nice to see everybody, dog.
Yeah.
All right,
Happy
man.
Easter.
We on here.
We out here on the podcast. I got my man Boo. I'm out here, man. This what it's all about.
Family Day, man.
Family Day, man. They did it for my man Kenny Walker came home. So, hey, man, run the show, Doc. I'm going to make him Italian ice right quick, man.
We're gonna let you get back to that sugar, man. We gonna
got it, Doc?
Yeah, we're gonna let you get back to the sugar. We're gonna go on to keep it rolling. All right, man, Griff.
Yeah.
Hey, it's a little crazy, right? It's a little crazy.
Yeah, he out there on the Easter egg hunt.
Yeah, he had the Easter egg hunt, man. He probably found more eggs than the kids, you know.
Yeah.
He probably eat more eggs than the kids too.
Right.
Hey, but we're gonna get into this next question, man. It's a 3-part question, man. And I know everything evolves, you know, and you know, we got a time period and we have a phase and a trend for everything. And I know everything evolved, but right now, I want to know. I want you to tell the viewers. I want to know. The viewers want to know what's your view on the state of hip hop today. One, and if hip hop let me
deal with one question at a time.
Okay.
The state of hip hop. I think the state of hip hop, first of all, is hip hop is probably on its deathbed right now and needs resuscitation. It needs some mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. It needs some mind-to-spirit resuscitation. It needs some serious mind to serious ignorance resuscitation, because the generation that has hip hop in the chokehold right now truly don't understand what hip hop is. And hip hop is high infinite power healing our people. Hip hop right now is in rap. Rap is the thing that's fucked up. So
hold on. What's your name?
The high infinite power is in place.
Oh, I'm about to call you back, Thomas.
With rap, it's not really cool. It's just not really cool where they're trying to take it. And it's not just the young black rappers. It's these people that have put this infrastructure in place for these young brothers to express themselves through. You understand what I'm saying? And that's just a real dynamic. And I shouldn't have said that. I know we need to take it back. Those of us that care about the culture of hip hop need to take it back for real. Shout out to Strong Island. Strong Island, y'all in the building?
Uh-oh.
What's going on?
Yes. What's good? What's good?
What's good?
Mr. Lowry and Greg Washington, what's happening?
What's happening?
What's going on, Professor Grip?
Hold on, what's good? What's happening? Now we here.
It's a good thing, man.
Hey,
I know, right?
When they called him down out of his prison cell, they said, you got a visitor. He ain't had nobody to visit him, but when he got down there, he said, shit, I'm down here now. We might as well talk about some shit.
Yeah.
I hear that
stuff.
Well, hey, Professor. Oh, go ahead, Doc.
Go ahead, Mark. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to ask him one quick question, man. Since I'm on here with you, I just wanted to know, what are your views on the state of hip hop right now? Did you think?
He just answered that one, Mark.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you got something else?
Let me expound on that, Mr. Lowry.
Yeah.
When you talk about the state of,
mm-hmm.
what does that mean when you say the state of the mind, the heart, the spirit, the cash flow, the economics of it, the cultural aspect of it. But when you say the state of, you just mean all around?
Yeah.
When's the last time we ever really used that term hip hop when it comes to young people? We don't even do that.
Yeah, that's true.
You understand what I'm saying? They just rap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when we even use these particular terms, we have to be able to define to young people what hip hop even is.
Gotcha.
It's a culture. And the 4 elements of hip hop. Oh, no, I'm not gonna put y'all on the spot because I see Greg looking at me like, don't ask me shit, Griff.
Your world, Grip.
The 4 fundamental elements of hip hop. Of course, it started out with the DJ, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
right.
MC was only there to big up the DJ, so we got MCing and DJing. And then the break dancers came. All we used to use in these songs at the break.
Mm-hmm.
Break dances became the thing. And then we had to let people know that we in the building, or we in the park, or we in the vicinity, or I'm in your hood, or I'm in your town. And we had to tag anywhere we were to let people know we were there. So the hieroglyphics were in place. The ceremonial ritual dances were in place. You understand? The MC, which is the griot, was in place.
Mm.
And the DJ was in place, synthesized by the 5th element, which is knowledge of self, which synthesized all the elements and brought them together. And this is what made up the culture of hip hop.
Wow. Yeah, man. Yeah, my man Griffey dropping it on us, man.
Dropping those nuggets.
Hey, man. Well, with that being said, man, we're gonna go ahead and move on, man. To my next question, which was, what do we need to do to correct the state of hip hop? Or in your opinion, Griff, what needs to happen to put hip hop back on the right track? Or rap back on the right track.
Get me in trouble with some people, bro.
Well, just start it off in my opinion. You'll be all right.
People that listen to Grip, they know I never use my opinion. Facts. As a pioneer of the legends of hip hop, as a dad, as a granddad, as somebody that's still relevant on the scene, some of these little motherfuckers need their ass beat.
hey, they need to bring out the belt again, huh? Use that old tool.
Some of them in that room and seriously check, man, for real, man. Because some of the shit that they saying and doing, they know goddamn well they wouldn't say and do that if the grandma was still alive.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Big mama.
Exactly. So the level of respect is diminished so much. We hear a rap song now, and we don't even expect too much from these people, man. But we let them get away with what they're saying and doing, destroying the culture, because now the culture has become how many hits you got, how many views you got, how many followers you got. You understand what I'm saying? You did a bid. How many bricks you got circulating in the hood? All of these kind of things now. When it was never that.
It's all about the music.
To get hip hop, it was about the culture.
The culture and
part of the culture.
Right.
So in order to get hip hop back to where it was, I think, to be honest with you, I wouldn't even want to get hip hop back to where it was, because hip hop was in the throes and in the clutches of other people that was manipulating and controlling hip hop. You understand what I'm saying? I'd rather bring hip hop back to a time where we was at a pivotal position. Now, please, I'm not gonna mention no name, so don't nobody take this the wrong way. Before all these 90 rappers came in with this fuckery, bro. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was an art form, and we treated it as an art form. But when these dudes came in sampling the whole fucking record and just rapping over it, it became a problem. Who are all the rappers that wanted to constantly bring bricks in? The drug culture. You understand what I'm saying? All these caps that wanted to have Italian names and murder every fucking body. Murder that, and kill that. Who gave us face down, ass up? That's the way I like to fuck. Who gave us get rich or die trying? Who gave us all these fucking themes that became the fabric of hip hop? And then we slowly seen rap artists and hip hop artists dying one at a time. So much so now I can name 10 artists that I grew up with and came up with dead.
Wow.
Fife, the Heavy D, and DMX is on his fucking deathbed right now. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on. So I'm saying to you, what happened to the culture of hip hop that we sat back and we let these cats, for the sake of being bosses, which they never fucking were, because somebody was writing a paycheck for them, the only one that the white boy considered a true boss in hip hop, and the rest of y'all can get mad at me if you all want to. You can come see my ass any day. My phone number is 557-819. The only one that the white boy truly respected was Master P. Everyone that boy signed a paycheck, man. Master P was the only one, because Master P said, nope, you not putting shit out when I want you to, when y'all want to put it out my way. And Master P was the only one that they admitted that they respected.
Yeah, because Master P came up with his own bread and said, I just want a distribution deal, and I want an 85-15 split.
Exactly.
Yeah.
P dictated his terms.
Right.
Everybody else had a boss. Master P was the fucking boss. This is why I respect Dame Dash for letting these people know, man. If you got sign your check, you ain't no fucking boss.
Yeah, I remember Snoop said that too about Master P. That Master P was the only one who really was getting real money and was teaching people how to get real money as well.
Wow.
Yeah. So
yeah, man. Shout out to
Master P. Yeah, I was just about to say, shout out to Master P.
I mean, for doing it for real, man.
For real.
Being a real boss.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a good guy, man. He's a stand-up guy, man. Shout out to Master P, man. Hey, we appreciate that, Griff, man. We want to go ahead and get into it, man. I want to know what you got. What are your projects that you're doing currently, and what else you got that you're working on right now in 2021 that's gonna be coming?
I'm gonna answer that question, but let me say this: I'm not knocking the Jay Princes of the world, because I respect, what he did,
right,
with hip hop and the way they was doing things. So no disrespect to Jay Prince. You understand what I'm saying? I know what Jay Prince was doing over there. But when we start talking about the higher echelons of people in the music industry, black entrepreneurs kind of thing, talking about somebody that kind of went from the ground up and kind of dictated his own terms. I just don't know enough about the Jay Prince story, and maybe other people like Luke. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Just being real and transparent.
Right. Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So there's a few other people I could mention. But
right.
I said it was the only one that the white boys say that they respected in this game and that made his own way, it was Master P. So I'm not disrespecting Luke or Jay, these other people. Dame Dash really did his thing, and some other people did their thing. But anyway,
I mean, yeah. I think just to elaborate on that, I think one of the advantages P had was he was able to come in and learn from those guys. I know he shared that he learned a lot from Jay Prince. Jay Prince sat down with him and he taught him a lot. So a lot of time when you got the people in front of you, you can learn from whatever mistakes or whatever things that they did, where you can figure out how to make it better for your model. You know what I mean, or your platform. You can make it better to make it happen.
Right. So I think a lot of Luke made moves, Jay Prince made moves, or other people made moves, and we have to give credit where credit is due, man. It may not have been the move that we would have made with the type of music them brothers was doing, but found their way in a business that was primarily controlled by them other people. So shout out to them brothers, man.
Absolutely.
Yes. Shout out, man. But yeah, man, like I said, like I was wanting we want to know what you got going on right now. And then also what are some future plans that you're working on? Because I know you got some books and you got some stuff, big stuff going on that the world need to know about. So we want you to just share that with our viewers.
Well, the bigger things that I'm doing, those 2 irons that are in the fire, I can't mention yet because contractual thing, the ink ain't dried on the contract yet.
Okay.
I can't mention those things because I'm
right.
Okay.
But some of the other things that I'm doing on the personal tip, just me, not recently, well, probably the last year or so, I became a firearm instructor. So I took the firearm thing from underground to above ground. So I actually got certified to be a firearms instructor, and I'm actually training primarily women, couples, groups of us in the and being responsible firearms owners. You understand what I'm saying? So
yeah.
So that's a challenge. That's a challenging thing because a lot of us own guns.
Yeah.
The first goddamn clue.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, hey, real quick. I think we got somebody want to talk to you, man. We got a caller. Let's see if we can get him in here real quick. Hey, thanks for calling Cocktail Cigars. You on the air? You got a question for Professor Griff?
How you doing? Yeah, this is Cooper.
Can y'all hear him?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead. They can hear you.
Yeah, this is Cooper. Griff knows who I am. We go back about 30 years.
Cool. Don't tell nobody the secrets.
I want to know why he never produced an album for me.
Hey, yeah, it is, Griff. He want to know why you never produced an album for him. Cooper, long time childhood friend.
I know. Me and Coop go way, way, way back. So for the people that are listening, y'all may not know this, and I know the brothers that's on here don't know this. And Coop, I hope I'm not letting the cat out the bag, but me and Cooper, we went through the same training together to become police officers.
Oh.
Okay.
For a child protective service, and I'm not sure. I think Coop was in to become a deputy sheriff, which I think he is now. So me and Cooper went through that training. Then me and Cooper went through some other training that we don't want to talk about. But I was always doing the music thing, and I just never knew Coop had them skills. I knew he had an artist that he was working with at one time, but check this out, Coop. I don't think you knew, Coop. I know you know you know I'm a producer, but no one really knows Professor Griff as a producer.
Oh, so you got the tracks in the back, Griff.
Oh, man, do I got know me as a producer? Let me throw some names at you that producer readily comes to mind, right? Dr. Dre.
Right.
A producer comes to mind. I don't know. How about Timberland?
So
wow.
So did I let that out?
No, it's cool that people know that I'm a producer because when I dropped my album last May, I produced the album. I produced a lot of stuff that people don't know about.
Awesome, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, man.
Well, I produced half of my wife's album, and y'all know my wife Soleil, so I produced half of her album, which is out there. But you know, I don't think people read the credits no more, bro. Am I right, Greg?
Yep.
Greg. Greg is ready to get into that mind of a hustler, man.
I'm listening, man. I'm listening, man. I'm a student, Grip. I'm a student. I'm like you, man. I'm listening to your words, brother. They powerful. I'm just paying attention, man, soaking it all in.
Right. So, challenging myself to do different things at different times. But let me tell y'all something. I don't know how old y'all brothers are, or the people that's on IG listening to me. I was in band. I was a damn background singer and a drummer in a band. Yo, I was that dude singing in the back like, yo. But did y'all know that Stevie Wonder was a drummer?
No,
me either.
That Prince was a drummer?
You know, when I think of Stevie, I think of the harmonica, man. You know, he was on that harmonica.
You know what I mean? But Stevie drums on some of his tracks. Did you know that Marvin Gaye was a drummer?
I didn't know that.
Yeah. We all already know Phil Collins.
Oh yeah, I know he was a drummer.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Collins came from behind the band to being in front of the band doing his thing. But people rarely can name drummers that sing and rap and play at the same time. But we have a new one on the scene now called Anderson .Paak.
Oh yeah, Anderson .Paak. Yeah, that's my boy right there.
I admire the fact that the man's a drummer first, and then he's a singer, and pseudo rapper. But yeah, he's a well-rounded artist. You don't find drummer singers or drummer rappers. I was one of them.
Man, right on.
Awesome.
Hey, but yeah, man. So we got my man, Mr. Greg Washington, with us tonight, man. And Griff, you welcome to hang around with us if you got time. If you want to hang out a little bit, you're welcome to hang out with us. Or if you got to go, we can go ahead and give out all your social media information, where people in your website, where the viewers they can get at you at and see what you have going on.
All right. If people want to reach out to me, people can. My number is 678-557-2919. I'm just saying, be respectful with the phone number because it is my phone number. If you call
real talk
to threaten me and all that kind of shit, can you just do it at a decent hour?
Well, Professor Griff is the truth, boy.
Yeah.
Just harass me at a good hour.
Hold on to my number in case any of y'all hit the lottery. Greg, I see it in your eyes, bro. If you hit the lottery, I'm available. I'm approachable. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Situation is anytime call, I answer the phone because we go way back 30 daggone years. I did come out with a book I'd like for people to get. It's called The Warrior's Tapestry. And right now, I am building a Rites of Passage program around this book. To put this book in all of the fathers' hands so we can be able to raise men, boys to men.
Yes. Yeah.
I want to be able to develop a retreat that we can go on, just the men and the boys, so we can show boys how to be men. The sisters and the women, y'all staying home for the next 4 days. We got this.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? Because we have to start developing real men. I want the brothers to grow up and be real warriors, but we're going to interweave some of this manhood into their tapestry. That's why I call it the Warrior's Tapestry.
Right. Okay.
I like that, Grip.
Me too.
You're talking my language now.
Yeah.
My website is www.professorgriff.me, where you can order the book. www.professorgriff.me to order the book. I love y'all to life, good brothers, and we shouldn't be ashamed to say that, man, to one another.
Oh,
absolutely, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Much love.
Absolutely.
Say, I want go ahead and give him the name of that book again, Griff. Give it to him one more time, man.
The name of the book is called A Warrior's Tapestry, and I wrote it so that parents can take this and use this as a tool to bridge the gap of communication with their children. We're going to develop a rites of passage program centered around this body of work. And then we're going to include and incorporate all the men that came before Griff that helped shape Griff. We're going to make their work part of the rites of passage program also.
Okay.
All right.
Sure, the brothers that
love
this rites of passage class course know how to tie a tie, know how to put on a suit, know how to use prediction, know how to articulate their feelings and thoughts. All right, know how to.
It's good, Grip.
Yeah.
Know how to get a job, keep a job, and create one of their own.
Right.
Gotcha.
Right. Yeah, we got that.
That's definitely needed.
And that's but I really appreciate you, brothers, man. The divinity in me salutes and celebrates the divinity in you, man.
Again, hey man, we want to thank. Hey, y'all make some noise for Professor Griff, man. Get up, Professor Griff, man. Yeah. Again, we want to thank you. Thank you for your time, Griff, man. Hey, and we hope that you come back and spend some more time with us in the future, man. Obviously, you can't get it all in on one show. So we're gonna be following you and we're gonna be supporting whatever you got, man. You got our support over here at Cocktails and Cigars.
Next time you invite me, I can't do the cocktails and cigars, but I got some cranberry juice and
hey,
that's fine with us.
Yes, sir.
We have people on that don't drink, don't smoke all the time. You know what I mean? So it's about that message. We'll handle all the drinking and the smoking ourselves. We'll handle all that. But we dropping those nuggets. We appreciate you dropping those nuggets.
Hey, you see, I'm being a little. It's Easter Sunday.
Okay.
I got two positive men on the show tonight. I got my brother Greg Washington. I got Professor Greg, and I haven't even lit up yet. You know what I mean? I'm trying,
me either. I'm trying to be respectful.
I'm a work in progress now. I don't know what's gonna happen next week.
And some of the men that I studied were smokers. Che Guevara, who I had Che on my wall, man. Che was
he done came in. Now we can't hear it. Mute your phone, G-Money.
You got to mute. Go to mute. Go to mute.
We need you back in the studio.
Right.
We need you back in your home studio.
I'm gone, man. Hey, man, y'all boys doing a good job. Y'all holding it down, man. Hey, big shots out to Greg Washington. I see you over there, man. Hey, man, when it ain't Easter, man, I'm gonna come and fool with you and interview you the right way. All right.
Hey, man, just make sure you ain't got no noise in your background.
Hey, man, everybody, some people gotta work sometimes, dog. Some people gotta work sometimes.
We gonna let G continue the Easter egg hunt, man.
Okay.
How many eggs you got, G? How many eggs you got?
Oh man, I found all the eggs, man. I cheated. I found all of them. I hid them, and I found them my damn self.
Okay.
Well, man. Hey, man. Well, we finna get into my man. Mr. Greg Washington. We're gonna take a quick 30-second. When we come back, we're gonna get into the mind of a hustler.
Okay.
What was he thinking? Mr. Greg Washington. When we come back. You watching Cocktail Cigars. You know, take a 30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on, fellas? Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
We hear you
Loud and clear.
Hey, how you doing, Mr. Washington? Hey, big shout outs to Professor Griff. I wanted to show him before he got off the show, man. Is he got this book right here that's out now? It is very powerful, man. If you could get a chance to copy a copy, go get it. It's very informative, and
what's
I appreciate. It's called.
Vice. Turn your mic down just a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, we see you. We see you. You don't got your mic right. You don't got your mic right.
Okay.
Baby. Okay.
You got your
Cocktails and cigars.
Hey, am I better now? Am I good now?
Just turn it down just a little bit more.
Oh man. Hey, I want y'all to hear me loud and clear.
Wait a minute, loud and clear.
I want y'all to hear me loud and clear. How about that?
There you go. Oh, you good.
All right. There you go. All right. But hey, as I was saying, man, this is a great book from Professor Griff. Go copy a copy of it, man. It's very informative about, you asked the question about the state of hip hop and what's going on today. Man, he got it covered in this book right here. Go get it, man. And I'm just halfway through.
And what's the name of that?
It's called the Psychological Covert War on Hip Hop.
All right, man. Hey, man, again, y'all go get that. Shout out to Professor Griff, man. Public Enemy. Hey, man, it was truly an honor. But we finna get into our next guest, man. You know what I'm saying? But first off, Brian, how you doing, man? You just coming in. What's good with it?
I'm doing good, man. I'm feeling good, man. I'm doing good, doing great. Hey, man, loving life. Hey, we're going to get into how I'm feeling a little bit more, man, about today and what today really means to me and what it should mean to everybody. But let's get into what Mr. Washington got going on. I know this brother got something real positive for us.
All right, man. Hey, let's bring him on the right way, man. He been there just chilling. Let's bring him on. Let's build him up real quick, man. Hey, man, this next brother coming on the show, man, I mean, he doing some amazing things, man. He's out there putting in hard work in the community, man. He's also doing some other things that's helping a lot of brothers, helping our men, building our men up. I'm not going to mention it. I'm going to let him mention it. But, hey, man, we going to give it up for my brother, also the author of the book, Mind of a Hustler, Mr. Greg Washington. Y'all make some noise for Mr. Greg Washington. What's going on?
Man, I appreciate you brothers, man, having me on the show, first of all. Doc, we go way back, man. And when you asked me, I thought about when you asked me, hey, man, come on the show, tell people about the book. And first of all, this is an important day. Bryce, he alluded to it, man. Things was resurrected. So for me, my life was resurrected. The plan that the enemy had to really kill me and destroy who Greg Washington. That's why I put my name up, because for so long I went by just G. And I understand I was in an identity crisis at the time because I was ashamed to use the name that was given to me. And a lot of that come out. So I wrote this book in obedience. In 2005, I was in prison. I had a 20-year sentence for trafficking. Fast forward before that, and I had a near-death experience in 1993 where I hit a pole doing 130 miles an hour, and I blew out my right kneecap. I walk with a limp presently, and I feel like Jacob in the Bible. I wrestle with God because I know God had a calling on my life, but I was just as fast as I was going on that motorcycle. That's how fast I was going away from my calling. So I wrote Mind of a Hustler out of obedience, because one thing I have learned, if you don't tell your story, somebody else will tell your story, and it might be a lie. So, me and Doc, we did everything in Orlando together. I left early 1990 and came to Atlanta. But, sometimes I tell my wife, I say it's kind of crazy because of that accident. If you ask somebody like, hey, what Greg doing, if they not close to me or close to somebody that know me, man, I done heard people say I was dead.
Wow.
And to hear that, it makes you think. So I wrote this book not to glorify what I did wrong, but if you see the cover, it's a mind and all the things, and that was going on in my mind, I put them up there. You know, anger, frustration, identity, you know, all of these things that we go through as men, you know, from a young man to an older man. And it took me to go through a death experience and then get a 20-year sentence. And I find myself at a level 5 camp. I'm on the yard and I had to ask myself this deep question: how did I get here? Then the Lord opened my eyes and showed me every act of disobedience that I had took that led me up. I was on my way to prison. I was on my way to prison or either grave by the way I was living my life. And I'm here to say it publicly, say it live on Cocktails and Cigars. Man, I was resurrected in 2001, man. Man, I gave my life to the Lord, brother. Yeah, man, I was resurrected, man. You know, it was just like Lazarus. When Jesus called Lazarus forth, he told him, Lazarus, come forth. You know, when I was resurrected, he said, Greg Washington, come forth. Now I can stop trying to be Greg G. I can stop trying to be G. I can stop trying to be everything everybody else wanted me to be, and I can be me. I can be truly authentic Greg Washington that have something to bring to the earth, man. So I'm blessed, man. I've been in ministry for 15 years. I've did everything from go to street feeds to mop floors to do youth programming and work with thousands of youth over the city of Atlanta. To now I'm going inside of prisons, helping men understand. Professor Grip was alluding to it. You know, I just want to give y'all just a little knowledge. He was dropping a lot of knowledge. In the Western civilization, we don't have a rites of passage. If you ask anybody that knows psychology, you took psychology 101, you know, we all start as what? A baby. That's right. Then once, you know, infant, what a baby need? Baby needs some food. Then we become a child. And, you know, still can't really take care of ourselves. Then we become a preteen. And then, you know, we kind of struggling with our identity. We want to, you know, and then we go just what we were talking about, the youth. You can't tell them nothing. Everything we know everything. When I was 19, you couldn't tell me nothing. I knew how life was going to be. I knew everything. But we don't teach how to become a healthy adult.
Right.
Listen, at 18, you know what they tell you? Doc, they tell you can vote, you can register for the selective services, you can go into the army, but nobody tell you how to become a healthy adult. Nobody tell you what is the right stages to adulthood. So I'm able to help men and women understand that when you get incarcerated, you lock up everybody that you love with you. They have to go through that. You know, the family break down because you're not there.
Right.
Listen, I'm at my best when I'm in my family. Grip, he said it. I'm a husband. I'm a father. Yeah. I'm a mentor. I'm a mentee. I'm a good cousin. I'm a good friend. You know, I'm whatever you need me to be. But when I'm doing that, I'm bringing who I am to everybody else. So I wrote this book, and it's a very short book, man. It's only 90 pages. And I'm going to tell you, Doc, why I didn't make it a big book. Because I did not want people to get caught up in the title.
Right.
I knew the title would bring them in, but I wanted to tell them the story and the power of God and how he resurrected my life when I didn't know what to do.
Right. We're going to stop right there. We're going to stop right there. This what this
man,
what,
hey.
This is one of the things I'm a lot of viewers probably want to know. You hear a lot of brothers when they get locked up and they get sentenced and they go in and they say they found religion, whether it be Christian or whether it be Muslim. And when they come home and what they call it jailhouse religion. Okay. Now when you came home and when you was in there, you was in that mindset, you was in that lane, you was in that what you call that you was in that zone off that focusedness while you was locked up, and it was probably easier. But when you come home and you come out, it's like you open. It's like you tell a kid, okay, you tell a kid that you got one candy bar. They're around one candy bar for so many years, but then you put them in a whole candy store, and they have access to any piece of candy in there. That's just like when you coming out. All this temptation out here. How hard was that? I mean, how did you stay focused on that? I mean, just elaborate on that for us.
Yeah, that's a good question, Doc, because, just to have the story straight, in 2001, I showed up at a small church right off Donnelly Hollowell, which is Bankhead Highway. In 2001, right before I went to prison, man, I don't remember what the preacher talked about. All he talked about was my favorite rapper, which was Tupac. And the next thing you know, I was standing at the altar, weeping and wailing and telling this man everything about me, and told him I needed help. I don't know what he had, but I know I needed it. And then fast forward 7 months later, I find myself now in a cell with a 20-year sentence. And I'm going to tell you, Doc, soon as I got to prison, I say, now here's the big test. Okay, I just gave my life to the Lord. Now I'm going into prison, and just like you say, it should be easy because I'm confined. But man, listen, the first camp I went to, man, them brothers were getting it on, man.
It's wild.
Them brothers had money, they had women, they had cell phones.
Great. Can I interject for a minute? Now, what it is, in my understanding, is to be incarcerated is almost like the street times 10. It's magnified. So everything that you have on the street is times 10. It's times 10 in prison. So it takes a lot of discipline behind bars, to stay committed and to stay focused. And I commend you, because I know it had to be a daily walk.
Yeah, it had to be a daily walk, man. You're absolutely right, Brother Bryce. And here's the thing, man. I tell people, when I became a youth pastor and working with, I'm not religious. Doc, I had an encounter with the true and living God. That's the only thing changed me, man. Because if you would have told me way back then, my life was good. It was good. When it was coming in, it was good. So, but, transitioning out, to get to your question, Doc, it was hard. I won't act like it wasn't. But here, me, bro. We brothers. So, but I'm going to be true to who I am. So when I left prison in 2006, I felt like I left a camp. It was about 1,800 guys there. I felt like I owed it to every man there to come out and be true to who I say I was. So if I was a Christian inside and I was walking the walk, I was turning down everything, all the temptation that was coming my way, from hustling to, whatever activities I can get into. When I came out, I know I had to do that on the outside, and it wasn't easy.
Because I mean, just to interject right here, because I know you had Peanut and Pookie them, and hey man,
trying to pull you back in, huh?
Yeah, they're like, oh gee, man, he out, man. Bring him, hey man, what you need, man? Hey, come see me, man. I got this work over here for you, man.
Look, I got these 2,100 bonds over here.
How you dealt with that? That's pressure. That's real pressure.
Well, man, I got blessed to meet a guy while I was in, man. He brought me to a place called City of Refuge, and it's 1300 Joseph B. Boone, man.
Okay.
And it was just a place. It was a safe haven in the midst of, and I say God has to have a sense of humor, because everything I did wrong was on the west side. Right. And he bring me to the City of Refuge, where I had people loving God. They talking about the kingdom and how we supposed to be helping and pouring into people. So I show up as a volunteer, man, and I start doing this work. And in the midst of that, it changed me, man. Something inside of me, it just changed me, man. It just because I say for years, all I was doing was bringing about destruction to my people. Man, I was bringing poison to the front door, man. And here it is, I had people loving God saying, hey, I want to restore that. I want to give hope. I want to give light. I want to help people transform their life. So when I started seeing that, and then all those people look like me. So I'm like, I couldn't understand it. I'm like, so, I realized, Doc, before I came to Christ, man, I was a taker, man. I was a taker, man. Everything I did, so don't get it wrong. I want to clear up something for our viewers. When I say a mind of a hustler can be, man, you can be hustling at your job. You can be hustling in your company. Don't get it wrong. I'm saying when you do anything for illegal gain or something that would bring about destruction upon somebody else's life, that's the hustling I'm talking about. That's what I had to come to realize, that I can't keep doing this because I'm not adding value to people. I'm taking from people. I'm destroying generations to come, man, because of what I'm doing. So yeah, man, it was hard, but God kept me, man, and he blessed me in 2009 with a beautiful wife. Everybody, hey, G, man, and people probably thought G could never do the husband thing, man. But that changed me, man. That changed me. My family and everything. That changed me, bro.
Look. Hey, Mr. Washington, getting back to your book for a second, and how it explains it is saying it's a riveting memoir of a young man who did not believe in anything but the power of vanity. Could you explain? Could you explain
that, brother?
Could you explain that to me?
So, man, in 2005, I got healed from materialism. I was a very materialistic person. Gotcha. You know how it go, man. Car got to look good, clothes got to look good. Nothing wrong with none of that now. But when you do that at the cost of anything, that's when it become an issue. So I was reading the book of Ecclesiastes, and I realized, Ecclesiastes is a great book in the Bible. If you ain't never read it, go read it. And the King Solomon wrote the book, and he talked about, what is it for a man to gain everything, to die, to lose it to someone, to leave it to someone else that didn't even deserve it. Right. So I started thinking about it. Here it is, a man, he prayed, he asked God. God said, if you can have anything, he said he would want to have wisdom. And say, God said, because I know your heart, I'm going to give you riches. And when in the middle of the book, he started saying, okay, so what is it that I have everything, and I have this empty part in my heart that still want me to have something else? I think that's the vanity of life. That's the void of life that everybody have, and only God can satisfy that. Right. So, because everything else is like vanity. That word is like grasping for the wind. How do I grab the wind? I'm gonna never obtain the wind. So, that's the point that I came to in my life. I just realized, man, everything else I was doing was obsolete because I wasn't doing what my Father created me to do.
Right. Right. That's deep. That's deep, because I think that's somewhat at the root of what we all go through as a culture. It's trying to chase that vanity. And sometimes, and that's what leads us to a lot of trouble. So by you conquering that, and you putting that in your book, man, go get the book. Go get the book. I'm gonna make sure that I get a copy of the book. I'm gonna make sure that I get a copy.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. So anything else, Doc?
M. Law, you a little quiet over there.
I'm just sitting back and sucking it all in, man. I haven't seen Greg. The last time all four of us was together, baby, it was freak night. Atlanta, we was on the streets of Atlanta, running around with Greg in the Pathfinder.
They had a wreck.
I don't know who was driving the Pathfinder. I can't remember.
Oh Lord,
man. Hey, look, man.
You brought one back. You brought one back.
I don't know what you're talking about, Greg. I don't know.
Hey, man. Hey.
It's
that's
good to
what
see
we
you,
might
buddy.
got away with.
It's good to see you done turned around and changed your life and all that, man. That's beautiful, man. That's awesome. So I'm definitely want to get my hands on that book as well, man. Catch up.
Hey, Greg. Hey, Greg. Something that we may have in common. I have a question for you.
Okay.
What do you think about prison reform right now in the state of the prison reform?
So I'm glad you asked me that, man, because for me the work have came full circle. So the last 2 years, I've been blessed to be able to start all of our reentry work at City of Refuge. And what I'm encouraging men and women, and here it is, I've been out since 2006, going on 15 years, no speeding tickets. But you know what I had to understand, Bryce? While I was in prison, I had already did the time, bro. I had been doing time before my physical body got incarcerated. Right. So what I try to tell men and women is we have to change the way we think. We got to change the way we think inside. And I believe prison reform starts within the heart of the individual. Listen, I can't go to prison, come out and say I'm a change. I have to make that transition while I'm in. So I have a curriculum I use called Tyro, and it's spelled Tyro, and that means a novice, apprentice, someone learning something new, a warrior. And what I do is I teach them how, first of all, to change their mind. Give them the tools that they need. Listen, man, deal with that. I had to deal with why I went to prison. When I started owning my mess, it wasn't the white man didn't put me in prison. Then nobody else put me in prison. It was the choices that I was making put me in prison. When I was able to come face to face with that, I was reformed. The system didn't reform me. So what I'm trying to do is get men and women to buy into that. And if they buy into that, and if many men and women that come out, so here's the data, Bryce. They say 91% of the people that in prison, they coming home one day.
That's right.
It's only probably about 8% that's gonna die that have life without parole or either gonna get the death penalty. Right. So what I try to get men and women to know is, look, while we in, let's do the work. So when we come out, we can be better for our families, we can be better for everybody, and then a movement start. So here's the movement. I become a credible messenger. Listen, y'all know my story. Y'all was an eyewitness to the change. So as many people come out, we know where they came from, but when they go to another level and start doing the right things, and as many men and women we can get out doing the right thing, that's prison reform, bro. That's prison reform. When our family become important to us, when our kids become important to us, listen, Doc know how we feel. Listen, I had to love Doc enough not to go back to prison. He was important to my transition. Everybody who was in my circle was important for Greg Washington to do the right thing. And when that become important, the prison reform, because the system ain't gonna do nothing for you. Let's just keep it real. It's a system, and it's a broken system made to be broken.
Made for failure.
What I try to, it's made for failure. So what I try to wake men and women up is, listen, okay, the system is what it is. So the only way we shut down prison reform, we stop doing crime, man.
That's right.
We stop going to prison, man. We stop hurting each other. We stop doing this stuff, and guess what? The numbers go up. Then they'll wonder, well, why they not doing no crime no more? Why they not getting locked up? That's the only way you beat that system. We can pass as many bills as we want through the legislature, man. I'm telling men and women, let's just stop doing crime. It's like, if you can't beat them, let's join them. Let's join doing the right thing.
Let's do the right thing.
Gotcha.
Kind of back to what Griff was talking about, how to be a man. We need to teach our boys how to become men, and teach our little girls how to become women, which mean kings and queens. That's what we need to get back to. It's just basic, man. It's simple, basic, man. I mean, we make it hard, with all this other distraction and stuff going around. And I'm pretty sure, everybody play their part in it, but it's all about acknowledging what you plan the part in and trying to do some good and do some positive to help, change the state of our community. That's what I put it like that. But we're going to take a 30-second countdown, and then when we come back, man, we're going to talk a little bit more with Mr. Greg Washington, author of A Mind of a Hustler, man. And we're also going to check in with my boy, Bright B. Smith, man, he got something he want to get off his chest.
Yeah,
Let's see what that is.
on my
Come on, man. Come
We're
on.
gonna check in with that. Let's take a 30-second countdown, man.
All right.
All right, we back, man. You watching Cocktails and Cigars, man. I'm your boy Doc Holiday, man. My other host, man, he's somewhere still looking for Easter eggs, man. I don't know how many eggs this man trying to eat. My other host, G Money, man. G Money, bring us some eggs, man. You
bring us some eggs.
I mean, I can imagine what that van smell like, man. The eggs come with a price you got to pay. I can eat so many.
G Money ain't like he had some cocktails in them eggs, man. He done spiked the eggs.
But hey, man, we back, man, with this very special guest, man, and my brother, man, from another mother, man, Mr. Greg Washington, mind of a hustler, man. Hey,
give it up, man. Give it up, man. Give it up. Give it up.
Real.
Well, Brian, we're gonna go ahead and let you kick off, man, what you got on your chest.
You know what? One of the things I have on my chest, and this is fitting to what Greg is talking about, man, being resurrected. And on today, is the anniversary of Martin Luther King, Dr. Martin Luther King's assassination.
Shout out to that.
And you got to think about this thing now. Today is Resurrection Sunday. And today marks the anniversary of his assassination. So what's that really saying to me, and it should say to most, is that, man, it's time to resurrect ourselves. It's time to resurrect the community. It's time to go back to some of those teachings and those ways of life that he was putting out for us to learn. And so I think that should bring awareness more than anything on today. And it should be a sign that we need to get back to the basics, like Doc was just saying, man. Resurrect ourselves as people.
Hey, man, make some noise for that, man. Looking forward to resurrection in 2021, because I see none of us is having a cocktail because of our special guest tonight. I'm scared. They don't set the tone. M. Lawrence still over there.
He still got here. Hey, but that's good.
He over there like young people lit. He lit.
Yeah. But Doc, I want to say something to what Bryce said, man, because he said something that we definitely got to take tone to. So Dr. King has a quote. He lived when he was assassinated right off Joseph Boone. He lived on Sunset, and Dr. King had a vision about a community, the beloved, inspired community, and that's what you were talking about, Doc. And that's what Bryce just said. And, I'm glad to be a part of an organization that we have resurrected that quote from Dr. King. So everything that we do outside of the gates of City of Refuge is a part of a beloved, inspired community, because Dr. King, so to just let you know, Bryce, his vision is being resurrected, brother. It's some people that has bought in and know that Dr. King had a great vision of a community of collective impact, people, all people from all nations being together, man, living in harmony as one. So I'm glad you said that, because it is being resurrected, brother. Beloved, inspired community.
Good deal. Good
deal.
Yeah,
and with that being said, Greg, go ahead and expound on and talk about some of the things, because a lot of people don't know the support and the things that the City of Refugees bring to the community. So you inside working with these people day to day, and have been doing so for at least over 10 years or so.
I've been on staff going on 12, going on 13, but I've been a part of the ministry in 15. So what we do. Yeah, what we do, man, we bring light, hope, and transformation, Doc. You know, the City of Refuge is biblical. It's an Old Testament teaching when Joshua told Moses, don't forget the cities of refuge, where people can come when they're running from the manslayer. So y'all know in the Old Testament, it was an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. So Doc, if me and you was in the field and my mallet came off and killed you, your family could avenge my blood. But if I got to a city of refuge, what would happen is I could come into the gate, the high priest would hear my story, and then I can stay at that city of refuge. And long as I'm inside of that gate, the avenger of blood could not come. And long as I stayed there, long as the high priest that was in place was there and living, I was safe. Now, if I went outside the gate, the avenger of blood could get me. Now, if the high priest died, then I was forgiven. I could go back out into the community and the avenger of blood couldn't come. So what we do, man, we got a plethora of services that we do. We have transitional housing for women and children that find themselves in crisis. We also have a wonderful ministry called the House of Cherith. It's for survivors of sex trafficking. Anytime a woman is any kind of trauma, they got a long-term recuperative care process there. We have our work-based innovation hub where we do training. We doing tech academy. We doing CDLs. We doing forklift training. We doing OSHA training. We doing Napa automotive training. So one thing we focus on, man, is community development. We understand we in the 30314 area code. It is the toughest and it is the dangerous zip code in Atlanta. So if you're from Atlanta, you know the west side of Atlanta.
West side.
So,
West side.
Yes. Yeah. So what we're trying to do is help people have a livable wages, man, because the data say the normal home over there is a single parent home, probably about $20,000 a year. So what we're doing is helping people get certifications and get training where they can have a career type job. That's the only way you're going to end poverty, man. That's the only way you're going to kind of get people out of that entitlement mentality. What we're trying to do is give men and women tools for their tool belt, man, so they can thrive and move forward, because we believe in that community, it's our community, you know what I mean? We believe in it, So Doc, we do a lot, man, just transforming lives, man, one person at a time.
Well, let me know off a city of refugees, man. Y'all make some noise for them, man. Shout out to them.
Let me ask Mr. Washington this. So, okay, how do persons outside of the area code tap into your resources? What's the criteria?
Well, it's no criteria, man. We just feel like if a person need help, they come in our gates, man, it's a safe place, so we don't, we're focused on, we happen to be located on the west side of Atlanta, but, we have people join our programs from the cab, from any of the surrounding counties. If they can get there, we feel like, man, we can give them light, hope, and transformation.
Wow. Do you have a website or?
So if you want any information about City of Refuge, you can go to www.cityofrefugeatl.org, and you'll see our website. You'll see all the wonderful programs we have, man. And we don't do it by ourselves, man. We have great partners. We believe in collective impact. We work with a lot of different organizations to kind of bring that thing to life, and we just feel like everybody, whether you come as a client, you come as a volunteer, you come as a donor, we have this thing that our CEO Bruce Deal cast this year, and it's together, what I mean? And we have that hashtag, we are core, what I mean? It's not just about me working at City of Refuge. Doc supports City of Refuge because he know me. If he support me, he support the work that I do. That's how we believe. We believe everybody is a part of this transformation, man. And it's a great thing. I tell you, if you would have told me 20 years ago I would have been doing this, I would say you were crazy.
Yeah,
but
man,
I'd have said that too, Greg. I'd have said that too.
Greg?
So I'm gonna tell you something, man. Hey. So I'm a believer.
Yeah,
I'm a believer. You know, because like you said, man, seeing is believing, and I'm a believer. I mean, I see you.
Definitely.
I see you.
Definitely.
yeah.
Hey man, but we want
definitely off to you as well. Go ahead, Doc.
Yeah. Definitely big shout out, man.
Big shout out.
I mean, this brother came a long way, man. This brother came from
Resurrected, Doc.
having me out 24 hours to Doc, when you coming to church? I had to see it myself. I said, I can't believe it. He really up there in church. He really talking to the people.
The power of God, man.
Yeah, he's really because you know a lot of things. Another thing you do with the City of Refuge, you were working with the youth, doing youth ministry. You and your wife, your lovely wife.
Yeah, man.
The youth ministry. So you want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, well, you know, Doc, that's what changed me. So, you know, when I got the youth programming and youth pastor position at City Refuge, we did that for 8.5 years. Man, you know, I worked with so many kids, you know, and I didn't know what I was doing. You know, I went back to school, got my bachelor's degree in Christian ministry, and, you know, I'm like, okay, you know, this is cool. But those kids changed my life, man, because what I understood was they needed me to become whatever I needed to become for them. Me and my wife, you know, we became mothers, we became fathers to a generation, man. And here's the part, Doc, that really touched me, because a lot of those kids, I knew where their father was at, man. I left them in prison, dog. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And now I'm out working with them and, you know, getting resources to get them shoes and backpacks and, you know, all this stuff. And I felt obligated, you know, but I thought I was doing them a favor, but they were doing me the bigger favor, because it was changing me, man. It was showing me that, man, you got something to give, you know what I mean? Just because you have a history and, you know, you was a convicted felon. And, you know, I was blessed, Doc, in 2017, man. I went back before the board, man, and I got a pardon, man.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Make some noise for that, man. Shout out.
Wow.
Yeah, man. You know, and here's the thing, and I say this to y'all all honesty. I know I can't work myself in heaven, man. Right. I can't do enough good in the earth that I feel like for all the wrong that I did. One thing I know, it being Sunday, all that was resurrected with, you know, all that was forgiven. And when he resurrected me, he gave me a clean slate. So can't nobody bring my past up. Listen, I can tell you, you want to talk war stories, whatever you want to talk about the past, we can talk about the past. Yeah, but that ain't what's happening right now. We got a dying generation, man. Because I'll say this, Doc. I'll say this. Let me go ahead and get it to you. So if you was born in 1970, 1980, and 1990. And if you have kids, listen, we bought into the lie. We went out, we say we need to have big cars, we need to have big houses, we need to have big chains. And guess what? We left our kids. It's our fault. I'm pointing at me. It's our fault. We was looking at the wrong thing. So we have a generation now, Professor Grip was alluding to it, that don't have no more respect. Because I used to tell people, listen, youth don't care about what you say to them. They say, show me. So if you love me, stay around long enough to love.
Show me.
Show me. You know what I mean? They tired of words and promises. You know what I mean? We got to get in the paint, man. We got to win our kids back, man, because we got a generation now that, man, somebody that took them way off because we were chasing the American dream.
That's right. Part of the enemy plan.
That was a part of the enemy plan, man. Because dog, you know how what we come up on, man. I can eat at your house. You can eat at my house. I can get a whooping at your house, and then you call back. All that stuff stop, man. Community stop. You know they say, and I think I forgot it was De La Soul. We start saying hoods, and we stopped saying neighborhoods. When it became the hood, you stop knowing your neighbor.
Right.
You don't know the people next door.
You don't know.
But we grew up on that stuff, man. You get whooped all the way down the street.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something.
The next door neighbor can whoop you.
Greg, and you're so right. I'm gonna tell you what I run into a lot. You know, the young and the old. I mean, if you're filling out a job application, and one of the requirements is, to do a background is name 2 or 3 of your neighbors. You can't do it. But think about when we were coming up. You knew everybody on your street.
Everybody.
Everybody. Now you don't even know who your neighbor is.
Man.
Think about it. Think about it.
That's why
Think about it.
Like Griff said, we got to bring back the ass whooping. You'll start getting to know him then. You'll be like, don't walk on this, y'all. That's Mr. Jesse.
That's right.
That's right. He'll tell your ass up. Yeah, we got to bring back the whooping, man. Hey, man, but getting right along into it, man. How can anyone donate to the City of Refugees?
Okay, you just go to the website, www.cityrefugeatl.org, and you just hit, you'll see programs and you'll just see a lot of stuff going on, but it's always a donate button there, man. And listen, we make it simple, light, hope, and transformation, man. We trying to help transform the west side of Atlanta. We got great things on the rise, Doc. We got a project that we're working on now called the 345. Now, this is to that beloved Aspire community. We're putting together 3-level, kind of like a quadruplex building, but it'll be 31 units for men. And this is particularly because City Refuge, a lot of our housing on site is for women. And so this 345 Chapel Road project is geared towards men. So we'll have veterans, we'll have returning citizens, and we'll also have that 18 to 25-year-old. There'll be 1-bedroom studios. It'll be an 18-month program. They can come over to City Refuge, do vocational training. We're just going to try to help them get back on track. And this is our answer to what's happening in America with so many of our African-American males in our community, because we know, man, most of the ones in our zip code, they either going to jail or they getting killed in the street, man. So this is kind of our answer to that. And I'm just grateful to be a part of a ministry that believe that, this is the work of God. We believe in Matthew 25 and Isaiah 38. We ain't doing this work saying we doing this work. This is God's work. It's going to be done with or without us. And we just hope we hope a lot of other people jump in.
Hey, man,
that's awesome.
Hey, man, well, gee, man, big up again, man. We appreciate you coming back. We're going to have to bring you. We appreciate you coming on the show. We're going to have to definitely bring you back and further talk about your book. And by that time, hopefully Mark being on read the book. By the time you come back,
give me a copy. Give me a copy.
He's been on read the book. So we're going to give him an assignment. We might make him do a book report. You know what I mean?
But it's small, man. It's about 90 pages, man. All it is telling the God story, man. The God story.
Well, I'm proud of you, my brother. I'm definitely proud of you, man.
So when we come back, man, we're gonna give everybody closing remarks, man. We about out of time, man. We kind of running a little over. But hey, it's a special day, man. It's the day the Lord rose, man. Hey, man, we gonna give it up for Jesus today, man. That's what we're doing. So hey, when we come back, man, we're gonna get everybody closing remarks. You watching Cocktails and Cigars, man. We'll be right back. We're gonna take a 30-second countdown again. Ain't nobody drinking, so we just gonna say a 30-second countdown.
Oh man, that's it.
Waiting on our production guy. He must have went to sleep.
Hey, he might be sipping on this cocktail, Doc.
Okay, the production is on their cocktail.
Let's take a 30-second countdown. All right, man. We back, man. Cocktails and cigars again. I'm your boy.
Cocktail and cigars.
I'm your boy, Doc. Oh, we done found G Money.
Oh,
he done fell off the ice cream truck.
He is back in the home studio with his mic muted.
Hey, G, you got your headband upside down, G. It's upside down, G.
Hey, I told you them eggs will get to you, man. It's a consequence with them eggs, man.
Yeah.
Hey, but hey, G, can you hear us? Can you hear us?
I don't think so.
No, I
don't think so. I see his mic. I see his mic music. His mic is muted.
You had too much sugar tonight, G. Hey, man, but we're going to go on and get everybody closing remarks, man, so we can get ready, get out of here, man. We're running a little over tonight. So we'll go ahead and start off with my boy, the special guest, man, Greg Washington. Go ahead and give us your closing remarks, man.
Well, man, I just hope anything that I said, man, people understand it's never too late to be resurrected, man. We all got a resurrected story. Tell yours.
Good deal.
Gotcha.
That was my man G again. Go ahead, Mark. Hit us with your closing remarks.
All right. Only thing I want to say is you're a reflection of the 5 people you hang around the most. If you show me 5 of your friends, and I'll show you exactly where your future is headed. So be that positive light that duplicates positive energy in your camp, and the people that's around you, inspire them. You have to be that person, and Greg is definitely that person now. And so his life, he should have a lot of duplicates that come out just like him now because he's doing good. But it's the same way if you was doing bad, you'll have duplicates doing bad stuff. So just be positive, keep doing your thing, and I'm so proud of you, my brother, for real.
Appreciate you, man.
Go ahead, Bryce.
Hey, mine's very simple. Each one teach one. Each one teach one. And then I want to bring awareness to something else, and I want everybody to tune in next Sunday, April the 11th, on CNN, where they're going to be talking about the people versus the Klan. The people versus the Klan, and it tells about a mother in Alabama that took the Klan to court and actually won a couple $1 million and brought the Klan to their knees financially. So really tune in and watch that. It's a powerful documentary, and watch how one strong woman brought the Klan to their knees.
Wow,
April 11th, CNN.
All right, April 11th. We definitely got to follow that, man. That seems like it's some information that everybody needs to know, and we need to definitely follow that story, man. What I want to say is, man, shout out to my brother, first of all, again, for coming on. Shout out to his growth, and his growth in life, his growth in spirituality, and just his growth in being there for others. Because it take a big heart to be there for other people when you put other people's sacrifice before your own. And that's what I've seen him do over the last 12 years, really all my life, even though we were doing our thing when we was doing our thing, but I want to definitely give him a big shout out. Shout out to Professor Griff again for blessing us.
Shout out to Griff.
Shout out to G Money, man, having all those eggs, man. Hopefully he'll be all right. It won't be too bad on him. But what I really want to leave people with, man, and I challenge us as men as well, is that I think we all need to pray more. We need to pray. Let's challenge ourselves to pray. Try to pray at least once a day. You know what I mean? That's man, prayer changes thing. And when we pray, man, we can see God moving. You know what I'm saying? We can see him doing things. So as a community and as men folks and as women, kings and queens, I think we need to pray more, man. So let's I challenge everybody, let's pray. That's what I want to leave everybody with. Man, let's start praying more. You know what I mean? Again, you watching Cocktails and Cigars, man.
Cocktails and Cigars.
Hey, y'all make sure y'all check us out. G, give us the social media so they can get the book again.
All right, yeah. You can just go to my website, www.mindofahustlerbook.com. It's on Amazon. And, I put up, I do a lot of little interviews. It'd be on Facebook. I'm just at MOAH book on Instagram and on Facebook. So, yeah, man, you can just go on Amazon or you can go to the website itself, www.mindofahustlerbook.com.
Right. Is there an audio version as well, or just no?
No, man. I've been having to want to do a little voiceover, man. I might do that. Like I said, I wrote the book in mind of young people. So for 10 years, I did 90 pages because I understand you only got 25 minutes to grab somebody's attention.
Right.
So the book just grab your attention, give it to you, and then get you out of there.
Yeah.
That's pushing. That's hustling.
That's hustling. Hey, man.
Hey, right to the point. Right to the point, man. Hey,
right to the point, man.
Hey, but again, man, I appreciate all you fellas. I appreciate all you guys for coming on.
Great.
Man.
Appreciate y'all for having me, man.
Happy Easter to everybody.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And we signing off, man. Cocktails and
Love
Cigars,
y'all to
man.
life, man.
Doc Holiday and G Money, man. We signing off next Sunday, y'all.
All right, my man. Y'all have a good one, man. We out.
Yo.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Mark Lowry. You guys already know. When I'm home chilling, sipping, I'm also home watching. You know what I'm watching? Cocktails and Cigars. Hosted by my boy G Money, Doc Holiday. Check these boys out while I go get another cocktail. You should too.
Yo, you watching Cocktails and Cigars. This your boy Cat. Fuck with my cousin. Goddamn Doc Holiday and goddamn G Money. You know, it is real shit on this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the O. I don't know how to do all that camera shit, but I love you. Tune in.
Hey, it's your girl Cree, owner of Creative Wholesale International. And best believe when I'm sipping and chilling, I'm watching Cocktails and Cigars with my boys G Money and Doc Holiday. Bet.
Yo, man, this your boy Arcola, man. And when I'm sipping and chilling, man, I'm tuned in with my boy Doc Holiday and G Money on Cocktails and Cigars. Peace.
Hey, this is Uncle Mike, and I'm introducing you to Cocktails and Cigars with G Money and Doc Holiday. Stay tuned, be careful, because you never know what you're gonna see. It's all live, it's all good.
What's up? It's your boy Slim 112 in the building. Hey, whenever I'm in Orlando, it's Cocktails, Cigars. My boy D Money, Doc Holiday. Turn the pitch up. Let's go.
Okay. Doc, you still on now?
You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You still on now?
Yeah, I'm on. G, you got your mic right?
It still say live. His mic is muted.
Who mic is muted? G Money? Yeah, G Money need to unmute his mic.
Well,
what's going on, Cool?
There you go, G.
Hey, what's going on?
Now we can hear you.
End the show. Let's end the show. The show's still running.
Hey, man.
Go ahead and end the show.
Great show.
Go ahead and end the show because it's still running.
End the show. The
Big
show's
shouts
still
out to my homeboy Doc. Big shouts out to Bryce and Mike.
Cool. You
Mike
said that was a good
Larry.
show?
You know what I'm saying? Hey.
You watched it?
Y'all did y'all thing. Y'all stood up in the paint. I can't hear
Okay.
y'all, so hey, man.
Yeah, we had some
You know what I'm
technical
saying? We're going to get
difficulties,
back to
boy.
it next week, man. But hey, good
I
job, Doc.
wish
Good
I could have
job,
been
Doc.
here early.
You held it down, man. Big ups to you. You get 4 points for that, man.
Yeah,
You get a lot of
he
points for
talked
that.
good about you
That's
though.
what we need. We need a guy like that.
Yeah, he
Just
said
jump
whatever
in
he could
and
do, he
handle
could
it
do.
when I'm taking care of some other business. You know what I'm saying? So big shouts out to you. I salute to you, Doc.
Yes, sir.
Keep doing your thing.
Hey, let me.
Cocktails and Cigars, the most anticipated show that everybody's talking about. Soon to be in your city. That's right. Soon to be in your city. That's right. With the all new. Can't even get it to you. Can't even get it to you. Anyway, it's gonna be hot. Hey, back to you, Doc, man. Do your thing, man. Y'all do your thing. I'm out of here.
Hey,
I'ma holler at y'all.
all right,
Next
man.
week, same time, same place. Cocktails and Cigars. Y'all lay around for it. All right? We gone. Peace.